Hello everyone, my name's Kyle. Today we're going to talk about the difference between personalism and impersonalism as far as understandings of religion and ultimately the world around us. So personalism basically says that the world was created by an individual and they have this particular set of qualities that make them a person, while the impersonal nature is going to more so focus on the you are the universe experiencing itself mindset. And both of these are true because, as we've discussed before, almost everything in the philosophical world of what am I, how did I get here, what are we, and where are we going has three levels of perception. The first level being everything is the way, society tells you, the way that, you've been indoctrinated into this world. While the second level of understanding about the world is that everything isn't as it appears. By saying that you are not this body, by saying that, trees are not just trees, they're actually the other half of your lung. They are the things that help you breathe. You are just as much the world around you as you are your physical body, is the second part. And then the third level in the perception of reality is that everything's a combination of the both. So although you aren't your physical body, as Buddhism and Jainism and Taoism, Hinduism as well, will mainly profess, Christianity also sees your body as a vehicle along with the other Abrahamic religions. So your body is what you have and it's what you operate in, but it's not the truest true, because that little voice in your head that says, hey, I know this, when you're asked a question, that is closer to what you actually are than what you are when you say, oh, I'm this body. Because the body that we have is just a collection of different foods that we've eaten. It's a vehicle that we use to move around. It's the same way when you use your car. You take it from point A to point B and you drive around and you get to experience things. And they have their ways of interacting with the rest of the world with their headlights. So cars have their own laws and sets of rules that they have to operate under. The same way people do with our understanding of society. But the body is just a part. And parcel. It's this complete part. It's kind of like a cog in a wheel. It's one whole thing, but it's a very small whole thing. The way that your cell is made up of different pieces inside of it, like the ribosomes and the nuclei, and how your body is made up of organs. So then, through this structure, everything is just this loosely assembled part of you. The thing that actually is you exists regardless of the pieces that are there. The pieces are just markers that you have to identify itself. So, because as we've been talking in this entire series, you are everything that exists. You are all of the happiness, all the sadness, you are all the war, you are all the gift giving, you are all the trees, you are the ocean, because we are just this one experience sitting by itself, becoming all of these different things. So the main difference between personalism and impersonalism is that personalists will see a figurehead at the end of this, while the impersonalists don't. And the issue is, all of them have some different background story to how things exist, because they're trying to explain the way that the world is. So if you have a personality that you believe is the best, that you should worship or strive to be or wish to embody, because even people can be these personalities that create the worlds that you have around you. Because without J.K. Rowling putting, pen to paper or typing on a computer, however her writing process was, she wouldn't have been able to create the world of Harry Potter. And it's in this that if we strive to emulate someone else, those qualities that person resonates will become ours as well. So it doesn't matter which personality you go to, because all roads lead you to the top of the mountain together. And the view is always the same from the top. So if you want to worship someone, by all means worship someone, but you're not required to at all in the world. As long as you seek to become the emblems of love that the deities are, it's okay. But you're not meant to just be giving, love to the emblems. You need to become the emblems that they represent. If we constantly do things that we consider to be bad and evil, but we say, oh, I'll be forgiven, wipe the slate. Eventually, yes, you can lull yourself into the sense of security that you aren't doing anything wrong. And truthfully, there is no right or wrong because we are all one being. There is no right or wrong when you're acting with yourself because, that's what you wanted. And past this, there would be much more that exists than just what's here right now. We are a small cross-section of reality. We don't even see in 4 or 5 dimensions. We only see in 3. We have the length, depth, and height that we can see things in. So without us being able to experience more things, like our understanding of temperature is really just based on relativity that we can feel. It's not something we can see, so that's still something the body could strive towards doing better. What we have is just a basic understanding and structure to walk around, but we've always been safe and secure here because we are within ourselves. So, going back to the main point of this video, which is the difference between personalism and impersonalism, it's just about who you attribute these qualities to, because the world that we live in is all the same. We might, see things differently. Some people are colorblind, some people have mental disorders, some people are very attached to the physical world and want to make money and become, stronger, better individuals, the way that we're taught as children through school. But those qualities aren't complete. If you want to be a whole person, you need to strive to be genuine and caring and loving. So, whatever you do in life, wherever you are, do it in your heart. And I know the journey from the mind to the heart is the longest that humans will ever have to go on. There's going to be no peril that we have as hard as learning to love another person the way that we love ourselves, and even sometimes we don't love ourselves appropriately. Everywhere you go, I hope you go with passion. Treat the world with love. You're always being taken care of. Thank you.